Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Intravenous 2. In the last episode, Sean confronted Dave, the politician he did not assassinate during his second real mission in the game, as he was the only one who could have knowledge about who would want him dead, and possibly thus who might be holding our father hostage. Dave, though, didn't want to give us any information without doing some further research first, as he didn't want to point us towards someone he believed could be innocent, only to have us then kill him. We left empty-handed, I suppose, despite the amazing feat of getting into the getting into the police precinct, only failing, I think it was 6 times total during that mission. Viewer, I cannot tell you how many times I failed that mission the first time I did it. It must have been like 50 or more times. My goodness, what a humbling experience that was for someone who likes stealth games and considers himself reasonably good at them. Anyway, we did leave, I don't think without any new weaponry either, if I recall correctly. No new guns, no new blueprints, and no new handguns. But we did leave. Now, a heads up, I meant to get the jar assembled with coins. I will cut the recording when we go into the next mission to assemble that sort of thing. I think we are now up to $22, I think, so far. And of course, I will have an update on that whenever we play, just so you guys are aware how much money we're going to be donating to my local police precinct when I'm all done with this playthrough. Probably going to be close to $200, at least $200 with the amount of times I'm going to die as we get into missions I haven't done before. All right, with all that said, let's get started with this. So the first thing we should do is training. And it looks like we have 500 experience points to dump into something. So why don't we pay Sean for load bearing and then dump the rest of our points into it as well? I think that's what the plan is going to be. Steve? Hey, Sean. Receive training. Great. Let's get to it. What do you want to work on? Load bearing. 1,000 experience points. We have 12,700. That's not so bad. To gain 300 experience points. Let's do it. Right. Let's get to it. And then we will dump. Okay, so we can dump 63 points in this, or bring us to the, so the way the game assigns experience points, as you can see, is it might look a little haphazard here, but it's doing it in like chunks. Whatever brings you to the next level or just before it, and then big chunks after that. So for example, here in load bearing, 63 more points will be enough to level us to the next level. So let's do that. But over here, 313 is not enough to rate us to the next rank in short guns. Anyway, with that done, let's go ahead and take some more. Oh, covert operations could also be handy. This way we could continue to work on our lock picking. The gear noise penalty and movement noise factor are also impacted by our load, by how much load we have. Oh, do you want to move faster, Tim, or do you want to move quieter? Let's keep going down covert operations. Although, to be fair, we do get experience points. Like, doing all these things in a mission gives us experience points in these things as well. We could level up, for example, long guns if you fired a long gun a few times during a mission. You know, I'm going to level long guns to rank 2. I would like it to at least be average. I think we'll do the same with miscellaneous guns. And then the rest will go into covert operations. All right. Hey, Sean. Let's inquire more about his past. Steve, I gotta ask, why are you still doing this? I thought you had an express ticket to go back to your previous life after you clapped the accomplice. Getting back after that shit show? Good joke. This is all I'm good for now. Why? You took down 3 mobs single-handedly. Willpower's not the problem for you, that's clear as day. I'm beyond repair. Try getting back into it, but anywhere I look, all I see are scumbags. Gives me the urge to kill them. There was this girl. Met her before all this shit with my brother and I happened. Went on a couple of dates with her after all that accomplice bullshit was over. Didn't end well. One night bumped into some asshole, ended up getting into a fight with them. How'd that go? Vegetative state for the rest of his life. Juggy piece of shit, had it coming. What the fuck was he thinking getting up in my face anyway? Want to impress his druggy friends or some shit? All talk and no show. Motherfucker. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this undercover cop I bailed out of death row, so to speak. Guy owed me a favor. Had to put some mob bosses 6 feet under. Saving someone's life isn't exactly a debt paid off easily. In this case, he was sympathetic enough to pull some strings. Anyway, the girl didn't take it well. For a street fight, I went overboard, no doubt. That was the line for me. Promised myself I'd stay clear of the normal life if I found I couldn't control myself. All the blood on my hands. I'll never forget it. That's it? You quit that easily? What would you have me do? Keep trying and end up traumatizing even more people I try to get close to? No thanks. I've seen enough shit to not want others to be part of it. Sounds to me like you were looking for an excuse to get back into your, trademark. Maybe. What of it? I'm not gonna try any other venues if this is what I'm good at. I owe my brother Charles that much. He'd want me to go after these degenerates. Hell! Wouldn't be surprised if he'd end up for a duo, like what we're doing right now. Damn. Miss you, big brother. What happened with you and your brother? We were having a good time one evening. Went to a shooting range, then to a bar. Decided to walk back home instead of hailing a cab. Happened to go into the wrong neighborhood at the wrong time. Got mugged. Had a light buzz going, so I guess we felt invincible. Needless to say, the brawl ended very quickly with my brother in a coma, and me right at the edge of blacking out. Time went by, police had nothing. Decided to do it my way. Got contacted by a guy, offered help in exchange for nothing at all. Fooled me, so after I ended up finding the fucker that robbed us, I didn't realize I ended up doing his dirty business. He's dead now. I've heard that people say this was a personal thing between you two. Had no idea he took advantage of you grieving like that, though. Yep, got me good. Doesn't matter, though. What's done is done. All I know now is I'm keeping on for my brother. Don't beat yourself up for it. Neither of you knew what was waiting for you there. I've thought a lot about this. I was an idiot. Should have just kept insisting we hailed the cab. Fuck. Stupid. So stupid. It doesn't matter. We've got to save your dad, so let's get on with it. Anything else? So we'll start the debrief in just 1 second. I just want to give you a heads up. I'm still suffering from a bad cold. I am trying not to cough. Last year at this time I had COVID. This year at this time it's only a cold. It's not COVID, at least according to the 2 tests I've had. But I always get a post-viral cough or a post-sick cough. I don't know what it's called. Whenever anything I have is over. And I'm still... it's not yet... I'm on the mend, but I'm not 100% better. I'm more like 15% better. So I'm still a little dizzy. I'm woozy because of how dizzy I am. And I'm trying not to sneeze or cough. So I apologize if any of that comes off during the recording. Alright, let's get started. Dead end again. Maybe not. Guy said he'd get back to us once he has something. Yeah, we could rat you out and make another sob story on TV. Like that would do shit. Whatever, I've got a good feeling about him. How you doing, buddy? Ready for your second assignment? Yeah. This one's going to be a bit tricky, especially for someone like you. You've got to kill not one, but several targets. Yeah? Then put my dad on the phone. How would you like him? Dead or alive? Do as you're fucking told. Fuck you. Either you get him on this phone or I walk. You haven't given me any assurances, for I know he's dead already. So either put my dad on the phone or stick your demands up your ass. Alright, fine. We'll get him on there. Hey, put him on this fucking thing. Sean? Dad? Are you alright? Yeah, I'm alive. They don't starve me or anything. Did they hurt you? Not yet. I'll get you out of there, I promise. Just hang on. What are you two conspiring about? Bust an old man out of jail? Good luck. We're fuck knows where. Ha ha ha. Now enough yapping. You got your orders, tend to them, soldier. Over and out. We find him, I'll strangle the fucker. I'll kill all of them. There we go. Now you're starting to get it. And before you go, swallow a GPS tracker. I'll track your location. Isn't the one that's always on me enough? You're going to a nightclub, a place full of people, and you're gonna be holding several people at gunpoint. Need to take this precaution. Alright. Don't worry, you won't feel it coming out the other end. And you know what? Let's make this routine from now on. A simple precaution like this could be the difference between hauling your ass out of some shithole or never seeing you again. Alright. Earned a little more trust from Steve. What are we at, by the way, with that? Do we know? We don't know. So there was a requirement for some skill ups that we needed a certain level of trust. He wasn't going to show us how to use any guns if he didn't trust us. If we had a bare minimum amount of trust. I don't know where it's located, though. I don't think it matters too much other than, like, we can lose trust if we kill innocent people. And going to this place, this club, if a firefight breaks out on the dance floor and we murder 20 people, that's not going to go so well with Steve. So we'll have to remember that. All right. Well, let's get going. My next targets were too big to go unnoticed. You kill someone at a party, and everyone's going to find out. It's impossible to off someone at a place like that and have no one notice. Even if you're as thorough as possible, someone would ask where did they go? Eventually, they'd be found. If I chose to spare them, it would only be a matter of time until the kidnappers found out. If they turned up dead, that would be on the news all over the country within hours. That's what they counted on. If the news wouldn't blow up, that would have meant I hadn't killed anyone. Nightclub, May 6th, 2250. Sean, I doubt you'll find the targets among the regulars. If they'll be anywhere, it'll be in the private area. How do I know where to look? Look for 3 guys in the super deluxe room. That's it? Yeah, meaning there will be security or bodyguards leading up to them. I have to cause a scene there. Don't want a bunch of bystanders dead. Got it. Alright guys, I'm gonna put the cut here. I also have to use the restroom, but you guys won't care. I'll be right back. Alright guys. My jar of dollar coins is ready. Let's go ahead and get ourselves outfitted for this mission. So first off, as usual, we'll start with our Smith & Wesson 457S. I don't... Ah, come on now. I don't think there's any new upgrades for it that we care about. Oh, although, well, hold on. So we could grab a big unlock. We could take the reflex sights, which will unlock this for all sorts of pistols that support it, obviously. But once again, viewer, in this time, I'm not intending to really use the gun very much. And we definitely don't want to get involved in a firefight here, if we can avoid it. Oh, I forgot to equip the trigger last time with him. Okay, well then, we'll do that now. Good thing we're checking. We could finally put a laser pointer on this weapon, I suppose. I'm gonna grab match ammo. 0.45 ACP. Let's take it. And what does that do, you're asking? Minus 25% shot deviation, so it's more likely to hit the target when we fire it. Less spread is the way I read that. We'll still bring our H5R EMP. We should probably always bring the med kit. And I think maybe a taser? Concealable, 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 concealable. No primary weapon. Once again, we're not with Sean. I really don't want to get involved in a firefight. Maybe in future missions we will, but not during this one. So let's go ahead and confirm and begin. All right, now first things first, viewer. I'm going to fail this mission right away to show you that enemies now care about guns. I was shocked when this was the case, because it hadn't been the case earlier. Watch what happens. From now on, you have to pick up the guns if you don't want someone noticing someone else is missing. I'll be honest, viewer, I don't like this particular mechanic. And I don't like it because it is very frustrating to use the controls, the menus in this game, to get the gun off the ground. You can't just take a gun. You're not allowed to have two pistols. You can only have a single pistol. Should have hidden the corner. Yeah, I don't like the control. I don't like how the game works for double pistols. I guess we will fail this again, this time on purpose, to show you some of the trouble that occurs when attempting to do pistol-related things. Actually, no, we won't. We'll wait till it's more convenient to do so. I should have been doing this to look way ahead of me. So, we might be able to do this again. So that guy saw me from off screen, is what happened there. Come on. We won't get a second chance at doing that. These are private rooms, I'm guessing. But we're looking for one that has 3 gentlemen in it. So there's some money on that table, it will look like. So we need to get over here. So he has to be on this side. Oh, or I guess technically facing down like that. Shoot on sight territory now. Where does this lead? A pool room. Okay. Probably a much easier way for us to have gotten in here, but we did grab some cryptocurrency. That camera will be some trouble. I want to stay here a little longer and watch where he turns when he reaches this area. He turns around. Okay. And then he faces that way when he comes back up. Does he face that way when he comes down? Does. So we can't really hang out there. That's not gonna work. We have to be moving up as he's moving up. So this becomes a little tricky now. This camera will notice if I don't know if it notices if the door's open, but it will totally notice us. We can probably get away with well, we were detected by this gentleman once before. So he might get suspicious if he sees this open. I think we do a save here. Okay, he turns around there. He just not turn around there. Did the camera see me? Okay, we can go when his back is turned, I suppose, to that door. So we can't go right behind him unless we knock him out. And knocking him out means we have to knock this guy out. And knocking that guy out means we have to knock the guy out we passed earlier. So we can't really knock these folks out. We also can't go down now because the camera's in the way. No, I don't like the timing of this. One more circuit for the camera. He wouldn't see us in this corner here. I don't think. Okay, I don't think anyone goes in this room. Yeah, they're not. So these two guys are linked together. And there's a third. We'll have to knock out all three of these guys. There's a key card here. We're not getting that without killing the people in that room. Oh, there's a key card in the bar. Up there. Hoping that the light, the camera doesn't see me when it turns back on. Deluxe area keycard. We gained the VIP lounge, which is this room, which is the three gentlemen we're here to kill. I think, viewer, we try to clear the hallway. We knock out this guy here, knock out this guy in this room, and then we have a little limited time to knock out that guy before he gets suspicious. Or we could just immediately die. Upon leaving. Can't go. We have to wait for that light to not be where it currently is, or we're detected. This is the awkward thing about saving the game when we did. This would have been a better spot to save the game at when we were going to make our move. I think the next time's when we can do it. No. One more time. Okay, it doesn't seem to matter. Missing is not good with this. So we'll have to get him. So we can't, when he's turning around here, he still has peripheral vision on the door. So we can't just walk out then. We have to wait till he rounds the corner. But he faces that vent. Oh, we can't walk out now. He's facing there. Okay. That's... Sorry, I'm not too much talking. Oh, I actually just wanted to carry this guy, not kill him. Well, there'll be 3 dead people now. Which will get the news interested after we're done with this. So at least that might buy me some time. Let's show you the frustrations when it comes to guns. So, when it comes to this weapon, I can't select my empty primary weapon slot. I can only put this pistol in my pistol slot. You can't put pistols into your pockets, apparently. You can't carry it with whatever extra room you have. You can only swap over your own guns. And enemies react to your gun being on the ground as well. So the only way you can remove a gun from an area is to drop your existing pistol, to take the other pistol, and then drop it. It's very frustrating. I wish there was an option to disable enemies seeing weapons on the ground. There probably is in custom, but we're playing on just true difficulty. Shit! Who are you? Why are you here? Calm down. It's a long story, and I just need answers to some questions. Yeah? And then what? You're gonna shoot us? Don't feel very safe with you flaunting your gun around. Sorry, a precaution. Any one of you could be armed. I was told to kill you. Don't know by whom or why. Do you know why someone would want you dead? What the shit? We were just enjoying ourselves here, haven't done a thing. Who are you then? If it matters, my dad's a politician. He's not here, right? Of course not. And even if he was, I wouldn't tell you. So what can you tell me? My dad's been getting some vague threats. What kind of politician is your dad? He's not some nutcase extremist, if that's what you're asking. I know he's anti-gun. Maybe that's got something to do with it? Your dad had any run-ins with the police? Yeah, someone tried to frame him with drug use. This police chief, named Theo, is a total hard-ass about it. Keeps insisting he's guilty, even when the only proof there was the drugs that someone else planted. How'd he prove his innocence? He hasn't. Not yet, at least. The trials are still ongoing. Him being a high-profile politician plays into how long they draw this out. It hasn't been good, though. I know my dad wouldn't do drugs, but others don't. His reputation's gone down the shitter ever since. There's no way he'll get much support now. You're not the first to try to get to me. Others have too, recently, but my bodyguards would take care of them. Guess you're above them, huh? Your dad ever find out where they were coming from? If he did, I guess you wouldn't be here, huh? How'd a meet between your bodyguards and the goons usually end then? What glimpses I'd get is that of their hired killers lying on the floor in pools of their own blood. I'd act like a tough guy and say I got used to the sounds of people shouting, gunfire and screams of pain, but I really haven't. Going to a nightclub seems like a good idea to you? But with paid goons trying to get to you? I'm tired of staying at home all the time. Tired of being scared. Right. Blackmailed to killing some politician's son. Huh. Your dad's not gonna be happy about that. This is even more high profile than last time. If I let them go, those assholes will find out I haven't killed them for sure. Something like the death of 3 high profile individuals in a nightclub would be all over the news. Viewer, we're going to play this entire run without killing the targets. Maybe in the future, maybe like a year or two, or a little more, when we come back to this game, if we play it again, we'll kill them every single time. But right now, I'm going to spare them, which is probably what everyone does who plays the game, but we're going to spare them all the same. Spare the targets. You guys stay put. Wait till I clear out, and give me your dad's phone number. I'll get in touch with him. I need all the info I can get. Alright, we won't move a muscle. Just double checking that we didn't miss anything here. Doesn't look like we did. We have 4 saves. If we start knocking out people like this guy, other folks will know. That might be something there. Compromising material, $1,000. That might be nothing, but we're going to check, obviously. It becomes difficult to get out of that room after we do check it, though, if we are in there. This leads to the kitchen? It does. We could knock him out, however, to begin the process of the guards being alerted to what's going on. It's nothing. There was some cash on a table. That'd probably be about 200. There's some cash here and some cash here. If we care enough to risk our lives for some more... I'm trying to say bucks or money, but neither sounds good with what I was saying earlier. Alright, viewer. I guess the question... So there's some material there, too. Do we start fighting our way out to get some more money? Let's save the game so we don't have to read... actually, that wasn't that difficult down here to do. Let's see if they notice the gun with the camera. They do not. All right, viewer. Let's do this. Wow, the rest of them don't have a clue. All right, and we're leaving with a submachine gun of some sort. That worked out rather well, I think. Not so bad. I think we failed 5 times. I think we failed 5 times. I'll take that. That's pretty good. This mission is one that I was surprised how short it was. All things considered. It still took us 26 minutes, though. Holy crap. To do it. I think the first time I did this mission, I managed to get to the targets after only 1 failure. And that was because the gun was visible on the ground. It felt right to keep moving whenever the opportunity presented itself, as opposed to doing what I normally do and just waiting until the opportune moment shows up. Anyway, I'm babbling. We did it. Awesome. Good for us. Let's take a look at our stats. Killed 8 folks, knocked out 4 people, spotted 1 time. 3 bodies were found. We weren't heard. I don't know what aggression means. I guess that means, like, we beat someone up with a... With our melee, fired 6 shots, scored 6 hits. Yep, killed 5 people with guns. We stomped on someone's face. We curb stomped 3 people, whacked 4 people. Not bad, not bad. Yeah? Is this Sean? Yeah, who's this? Coastal. You let my son go at the nightclub. Oh. Yeah. You told me what happened. I'm too wrapped up in business, but I want to pass something along as thanks. Maybe you'll find some use of it. There's a place I'll send you coordinates for. It's got shifty-looking guys going in and out. They're always dressed like cops when they go in. But they look more like crooks to whoever's got us this info. They're pretty well armed, too. I got this from someone else, but it's reliable information. The people you'll find there are not police officers. Bottom line is, whoever is in charge will be better off 6 feet under. Think you can do that? Yeah, but you gotta give me something more concrete. I can't take someone out on a whim. The people involved are the same people that always find evidence in the most convenient places and then let Theo handle it. You think they frame others for Theo to take care of? I suspect so, but Theo could be unaware about any of this and playing into their hands. It'd be a benefit for everyone if you were to take these guys out. Alright, send me the info. I'll take care of it. Thank you. Lose this number. I ought to ask Steve to take care of these guys. Things like these are personal to him. Alright, guys. A quick heads up. Theo's the guy who's after... The name Theo, we were told by the son of the guy who just called us. Kalstel, I guess was his name? If that is his true name, I suppose I should say. And Theo's been looking to get Kalstel imprisoned, right? It seems a bit convenient then that Kalstel tells us that, yeah, you should kill these people who are helping the police officer who's looking to imprison me. Although maybe it is indeed all like it's all set up from the police from Theo's perspective. He's looking to get this guy in prison for any reason whatsoever, even if he's not guilty of anything. But it could also be that this guy is now going to put us on the assassination of all his political enemies just so that he gets some breathing room. It's interesting. I don't know if I believe him, but we're going to do that mission. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will go ahead and stop here, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.